Okay, you're good.
And we're back as we delve back into the smog-infested city that is Lemoore. Last time we left off, we had a bit of a rumble at the, I would say at the slag grinder, but it was out in the middle of a field because the slag grinder is currently under vacation. Meanwhile, we had a bit of a kerfuffle out on the Tidal Leisure, a research ship moored on a tributary to Lemoore. Mr. Rat, our beloved wretch, was able to identify that the place is not the friendliest right now. Seems to be infested with some creatures that had potentially contracted the black spot, and there were some other nasties there. Emery and Ilya were able to come to his aid, although he might not have needed it. But they swooped him up and went to Chettlecorp, a company that actually previously owned the ship before it was claimed by Osaya from salvage. There they met up with Sponge, a researcher dedicated towards figuring out the black spot. She gave the party some kind of like beta tested supplies to help with the black spot. Essentially HEPA suits and a talcum rub powder with a volcanic rock to use as an exfoliant to rub any sort of infected spots they might have, to attempt to apply a topical solution to any sort of recent infection. She gave those to you guys under the assumption that you are going to head back to the Tidal Leisure and procure whatever samples you can find there. Ideally, some samples of the original infecting material from Bon Veonai, the corpse of the protective creature of the Crystal Tarn. And our good Bull, you guys met up with him after he got thrashed by some pretty nasty Cretans over there in the arena. Bandaged him up real good and proper, and that is where we left off. So as we...
It was rigged.
It had to be.
Had to be. So as we step back into Lemoore, tell me, what do you... you guys rested for the night. So we're going to pick up on the following morning.
Okay.
The following day, as the sun comes out, it's a little bit higher than it has been, having been coming out of the light fade. And you've reached the next Twillet. And today is a special Twillet day. It is the Father's Festival. For after... the Twillet after a light fade is something that not everyone gets to see. It's the light fades are particularly dangerous times, and so everyone in town is busy getting ready to essentially party. So with that note in the background, where do you guys go? What do you do?
Okay, well, forget about all the important stuff we have to do. There's a party. No?
It's true.
Okay.
No, I'm on board. Abandon whatever we're doing. It's party time.
Yep. Okay. Got it.
So,
Everything needs a vacation episode.
I thought that's what like the last two were supposed to be, but y'all went and tried to die instead, so.
It no longer counts as a vacation episode if somebody pretty much dies.
Right?
Alright. So we're gonna go check out that ship, right?
Yeah.
we wanted to get more information about it.
I thought we got the information.
We got...
Well, because, like, I think you said something about, like, what is all on it, and maybe what stuff we should be expecting. But if we want to go back there and just hack the bats to pieces, Ilya is down to clown.
Yeah, you guys found. So you're looking for
Let's go
samples,
kill some birds.
any sort of research samples. You were able to piece together that is a dark crest on the top of the crow's nest, which is a omen of death and is respected in the Winterlands, in the northern area of the world. But it is also known as something that is not necessarily predatory. It is just protective of its territory.
Sure. And we have stuff to collect samples and understand a little bit more about how to protect ourselves from it.
Yep, you've got supplies to protect yourself, as well as jars to put the samples in, and ladles.
So I'm not sure if there's something else you want to, like, somewhere else you want to go to get more info. Feel free, but I'm not sure.
If we have what we need to collect samples, and Wretch has taken a peek on what's going on in there, then that's good with me.
Yeah. Plus the full party at my back, I think
Full
we'll
party.
be okay. The
Yeah,
full
I
party.
haven't agreed to anything.
Well, you're alive, aren't you?
Oh, okay.
I haven't agreed to anything.
Hey,
You
Bo, you
didn't
want to go
agree.
murder some bats in a ship?
I don't know. Are they going to keep me from moving?
No, they won't paralyze you.
Okay,
Not
I'll
a
go kill
thing
some
they do.
bat bird things.
Yeah.
I hope you're not expecting ranged attacks.
They come to you. I unfortunately learned that firsthand.
Okay.
With that, you guys set off with the crisp morning guiding you to the tidal leisure. It's probably 3 hours away. As you guys approach, you find yourselves on a familiar hill. For those of you who had been here before, which is everyone but Bull. As you guys get closer, how would you like to approach? Would you like to slide down the hill before you get towards the bats, and then, towards the birds? Or would you like to approach kind of like how you did before?
I would approach the way we did before. It's safe.
Are we going to turtle?
Well, when we get there, I was gonna spring that on you, but yes.
Try being stealthy.
All right. So you know we aren't
Yep.
on.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Cool.
Where are all of you? You're all spread out. Bull! I lost Bull!
I should be on a rock in the middle of the water.
I had you, and then I dropped you somewhere. Where did I throw you?
That map is so
Good
big. You're
camouflage.
never gonna find
That's a
me.
good sign.
Can you
That's
paint,
not
paint
him.
yourself, Bull. Paint yourself.
We're
I
not
can't-
on the map.
Yeah, we can't. I can't.
I
As
see
I saw
a
Bull, he was lurking over me in the undership, just watching me fight and judging me silently.
Yeah, you don't get to teleport onto the inside of the ship. And
Oh, there's Bull.
Oh yeah, there he is. He's just doesn't have the golden ring. Wah! Okay. Do. And then I have to repopulate birds because birds do bird things. Okay. So you guys approach. the scene is yours.
Did I mention last session whether or not I would be changing my elemental affinity?
Yeah, I thought you changed it to lightning or something like, or fire.
Fire, yes. It was lightning before, and I wanted to change it to fire. Okay.
Absolutely fine. You guys got another long night's rest in, so you can go ahead and do that. You guys went to, I believe, to the In-N-Out, and you guys got, you guys all get a boost die for getting a nice tavern bed for the day. So just add a blue die to everything you do.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
First thing I'm going to do, Bull sees all these birds and a cliff. He is going to take his health potion.
All right.
Nice.
After all this, you're still struggling with that health thing.
I'm still at half health, all right? I just want a little bit more.
Yikes. All
All
right.
right.
Sorry.
Well, I take the lead, and if you want to get to the floor, you just gotta hop, and then I just kind of jump and fall.
Okay, give me a coordination check.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Anyone else who's following him, please give me a coordination check.
2 and 1.
You make it to the bottom of the hill without seemingly angering the birds or slipping, falling face first, and rolling down the hill and getting covered in mud.
Wait, presumably getting covered in mud?
No. I said,
Can I opt into getting covered by mud?
Sure, if you'd like. You can barrel.
Yeah.
You can just roll down the hill.
Yeah, and when I get to the bottom, I make sure to touch up any spots that didn't get mud. Just
Okay. Yeah. You're Sonic the Hedgehogging down the hill. All right.
well, it is the objective. This is how we get there safely. Is mud turtle, and this has been established. If these prudes don't want to get there safely, they can mamby-pamby their way down the hill.
1 triumph, 3 success, 2 advantage.
Oh God. How would you like to spend your triumph as you successfully get down the hill?
I would like to. Could I come down the hill in such a way that, yes, the birds hear it, but they think it's off in the distance, and they go like it dispels one of these bands of boids?
You want to throw your noise?
Yes. Such is my agility.
Okay, roll me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Roll me a D. Actually, I'll roll a D8. And the ones the ones on the top left of the screen will be 1, and I'll work my way to 8 to be the one furthest away to the right of the screen. I rolled an 8. So, this group of birds right here, down at the bottom, effectively just leaves.
Rad.
Nice.
Now later, when the great bird summoner convalesces all of the birds into one spot, that'll be one less to deal with.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Thanks for that.
That's right.
Okay. Are the two of you staying on top of the hill?
No, I watch carefully as Wretch bounds down the hill very gracefully as he did, and I try to imitate it as best as I can with 2 success and 1 advantage, getting just as muddy as him. Because I trust the boss man.
Getting just as muddy as him, yes. Unless what you're attempting to do is to get muddy, at which point you failed at that.
No.
Poor failure. You roll down the hill, and as you do so, you aggravate the nearest birds, and draw attention of the birds over here. Not enough that they immediately do anything, but these other birds here are starting to like squawk, and they kind of picked up your motion, so to speak.
My bad.
It's okay. Just be your best mud crab you can be.
Bull?
All right. He's going to look at this hill. He's going to realize he's not a mountain climber. He's going to attempt to climb down it.
Okay, so you're gonna
That's
face towards the hill with your butt down and like back step with your arms.
yes.
Okay. As you do, you stick your hands into the muddy bank, and the sheer mass of you starts to kick in, and you're not wearing like hiking boots with tread or anything like that. So you start to slowly slide, and you grind your fingers in a little bit further. Give me a coordination check.
Two success.
You use your fingers as little claw breaks and manage to slide down with only getting your hands and your feet muddy. But it does take a little bit of effort to do so, and you do suffer one strain on your way down that hill.
Some bitch.
All right, at this point now, as Bull comes down to the bottom of the hill, what have you guys been up to?
I'm just kind of shadow. You know the concept of shadow boxing. I'm doing that, but like being a crab.
You are shadow crabbing?
I'm like practicing before we actually like get going.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yep.
And I trust Wretch implicitly, so I too am shadow crabbing.
Okay, is shadow crabbing different than being... Sorry, is shadow crabbing similar to mud turtling?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
oh,
it.
yeah.
I forgot which
There we go. Okay, so...
shelled animal we were doing.
Alright, mud turtle.
Amateurs, I tell you.
Right?
All
Yeah.
things return to crab.
Clearly, this is gonna go poorly.
The birds look at each other and are like, are these crabs?
Their confusion keeps them at bay.
Yes. So you can either give me a cool check or an intimidation check if you would like to start trying to cross as your muddiest, turtlest, crabbiestness.
Okay.
Can I go with stealth?
Unfortunately, stealth is off the table because of Emery's flop down the hill and drawing the attention of this group on the left.
Emery.
Oopsie poopsie.
1-1.
What was it? Test? Sorry.
Either cool or intimidation, but you have to let me know which one you're doing.
I am not an intimidating turtle, I can tell you that.
Which one did you do, Wretch?
Wait, oh, we can do intimidation?
Intimidation if you're trying to be like, "Nyah!" versus cool being like, don't, there's nothing to see here.
Is intimidation coercion?
Correct.
Oh, I'd rather do that.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
You can't be scary.
Which one are you doing, Emery?
I'm the coolest turtle.
Okay.
I'm going to do a cool check.
3 and 2.
Hold on. Before you do that, Ilya, 1 second. Because these two are specifically mud turtling, and unless you're going to completely cover yourself in mud and try to imitate being a turtle, that's not necessarily going to work. 1 second. What'd you get, Emery?
1 and 2.
Okay. And then what did you get, Wretch?
3 and 2, and it's like when I was alone, I was kind of keeping low profile, and now that I have a newbie turtle with me, I'm much more aggressive, and like kind of like a parent defends its young. I'm like defending my trainee. So when any bird looks at us, I'm just like, "Bah!" and like fling mud at
So
them.
as you two move forward, Emery is trying to be a nice, gentle mud turtle, and the corrupted carrion, so the corrupted birds get intrigued and start moving and hopping from rock to rock a little bit closer and a little bit closer, and then you burst up, and they're like, "Oh shit!" and they flutter back, but that has created enough noise that these other birds are moving forward to see what the hubbub is about.
This is the way.
What are you doing, Ilya?
Well, if I can't just sidle on over, and I can't stealth it.
I mean, you can't. You can just walk towards this, but the animals will respond in kind.
You could mud turtle.
You must. You do whatever you want.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to get you guys in trouble. I can just set them on fire if I really wanted to. But then that would attract a lot of birds. So I'm gonna like roll myself in some mud and start mud turtling.
Okay, give me a skullduggery check or a performance check.
It's gonna be a same thing. 2 and 2.
All right. He slathers himself up in mud, and what do you when you mud turtle? What does it look like?
Kind of like how Spider-Man crawls up walls,
Okay.
except on the ground. So I'm trying to make it as much of a low profile as possible.
I imagine that you put the shield on your back, and you're trying to like put your arms out from underneath the shield. You know.
Something like that.
So he starts mud turtling towards you guys, and the birds seem none the wiser. Bull, your compatriots are all rolling around in mud and pretending to be turtles moving towards the ship. What would you like to do?
For one, Bull has no idea what's going on. He doesn't know what turtles are.
I must really know what's going on.
So since he was last to the party and you guys are like crawling across the ground, I'm just assuming you guys are having trouble standing up, which Bull doesn't have. So he just starts walking towards you guys.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Let's go.
As he starts moving towards you guys, these birds over here take flight and start circling above him over, like so. So they are probably about 20 feet in the air.
Bull! You got a turtle!
I can't hear a word you're saying.
Oh, she's whispering, but she's saying, Bull, you got a turtle.
Turtle?
Get down on the ground and try to make as low profile as possible to not attract the attention of the birds.
He just kind of looks up at the birds over him. You mean those?
Yeah.
As you say that, you see other birds take flight over here.
There might come a time for violence, my friends.
Gosh.
When Bull is involved, most likely. Just mostly out of ignorance.
It might be advantageous to wedge ourselves into this little alcove before the fight starts, so we can't get surrounded as badly.
Can you say that more retchy for me?
I said it, Retchy.
It was pretty wretched.
Okay.
Find a corner.
It didn't sound muddy enough.
Didn't sound turtley enough.
Not turtly enough for the Turtle Club, huh?
I'm pinging
Okay,
the corner
yeah.
in question.
Go ahead
Sure.
and move. So you go ahead and move in there, and anyone who's following him. Go ahead and do so.
Corner.
There it is.
As you guys rush into the rocks, or hustle into the rocks. You notice that several other of the bird groups have started to kind of like start not necessarily taking flight, but hopping along, and there's general motion that you can kind of see where they kind of get just airborne enough where maybe the line of sight would have been broken from the surface of the rock. So you can see that they're kind of getting agitated as you see these birds here circle more and more, slowly getting higher in the air.
Bull's gonna ready his axe.
Okay.
Gonna ready my sword.
And he's gonna keep a little bit of space between him and the rest of the group. That's why I'm like 2 spaces back.
All right. What do you do? Consider yourselves ready. Now that some of the party, you found yourselves starting to get into the rocks, what do you want to do from here?
I have a good question, I guess. Like, they're clearly starting to get, like, almost aggressive towards us with their circling and such, right? Like, is there anything I would think of that would scare them off at this point? Like, Bull's a pretty big target, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Well, the first time they interact with me, they'll have to do fear checks.
mhm.
I'm assuming. I'm not actively right now trying to be scary to them.
Go ahead and give me a knowledge nature check.
Sure. So I'm just thinking, like, oh, that's pretty big prey for them to be like, all right, let's go. When the turtles didn't give them any mind.
I mean, I can understand if Wretch or Ilya are afraid of the birds.
Oh. I'm at full health and no strain penalties, and my sword starts things on fire.
How much armor you got?
I've got Brigandine and a shield.
What'd you roll?
2 success, 4 advantage.
Yeah, so knowing mud turtles the way you do, it's probably more so that the mud turtles are known not to be very tasty. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, no, mud turtles have banked in like making sure that the next mud turtle doesn't get eaten. One of those things.
Sure.
And as they're getting angrier or getting more agitated, anyways, yeah, probably loud noises or sudden flashes would be things that you could start to drive them away. One thing also to note is that the first group of birds is probably not comfortable at attacking, but if they flocked in large groups, they're probably much more comfortable, right? So if you could disperse the group before the next ones come, they're probably going to be less likely to like swarm you, right?
Sure. All right. Plan B, I guess, is to scare them off, huh?
So at that, Bull like puts both arms up, his axe in one arm, just like starts going like this to make himself look bigger.
As you do
Scarecrow.
that, go ahead and give me a coercion check.
I think that's the one social skill I might have a point into. Yes.
That sounds right.
Two and two.
So as you wave your arms and kind of lunge towards the birds that are still out of your reach, they're kind of caught unsuspected, and several of them flutter backwards. And as they do, you see the form of the dark crest perk up from the crow's nest, and as two of the corrupted birds fly over the ship, they just drop dead out of the sky.
Oh.
Meanwhile,
And with that, Bull's like, see that? I scared him to death.
the last one that flies over the ship, the birds on the ship, which are all ravens, swarm it and rip it to pieces.
Oh. Is this
That's
like
bad.
Is this like a bird turf war thing?
Let's shoot them all towards the ship. Maybe they'll just all die.
Okay.
So the other birds were not ravens? Or were
Correct. They're more like pigeons and other trash birds.
they were trash birds, but big trash birds?
Yeah.
So, vultures?
There's a smattering. There's even some ducks, loons, things like that. It's a conflagration of
Aggressive ducks.
a congregation of a bunch of different nasty, foul, ill-tempered birds.
Waterfowl, maybe.
Yeah.
So you seemingly dispersed the group that was starting to coalesce, and the two birds that were circling you have now perched back on top of a stone. One of the larger ones abutting the ship. What does the party do?
I'm gonna start advancing towards the ship.
Okay.
So, like, up here, maybe?
I didn't see any markation. Oh, you just moved your character. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You can move towards the ship, and as you advance, are you going to try to do anything specific, or are you just gonna walk up there?
I'm gonna try to mud turtle some more.
Okay. Your hope is to not anger any of the birds or catch their interest, correct?
Yeah, I especially don't want to anger the big goth raven on the ship.
You may give me a cool check.
Fuck. 0 and 2.
Eat.
Go ahead and move yourself up towards the ship.
And go this way. So I'm gonna stand
Mud
right
turtle.
by the.
You mud turtle hop from one boulder to the next.
I'm gonna wait by the edge of the ship.
Okay. As you guys see him move up ahead, you follow. What do you do?
Yeah, might as well.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna need 2 more cool checks, and then whatever Bull's gonna do.
Bull is going to follow the party forward, but like I said before, stay a little behind.
Okay.
1 and 2.
3 and 1.
As you approach, Bull, you notice. So, how close do you want to be to the group as they get to the ship? Go ahead and move your character.
I'm gonna stay like 15, 20 feet back. So I'd be like right here.
Yeah. As the rest of the group starts to move towards the ship, you feel the gaze of the Dark Crest land on you and the party. It appears that the party has not gone under its notice.
So just a reminder, guys, that thing is from my homeland and is oftentimes an omen of death. It's highly territorial, even if it isn't aggressive, and it's oftentimes found in graveyards.
So, you know
So-
how
It's
Watch out for that thing.
like 2 of those birds just kind of plopped out of the sky when they got close? It's not like that could happen to us if we go through, right? That didn't happen to you before, Rich, right?
No. That was all my doing.
Oh, right. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, Bull wasn't here last time I was here, so I didn't fall out of the sky.
Okay.
But was the goth bird? The goth bird was here though.
Yeah. But I didn't fall out of the sky. So,
Good sign.
You
Okay.
So I think
stand
if we
about
stay,
mid-ship, so this appears to be this ship appears to have multiple levels. Above you, about 8 feet, are a series of ore ports, which is what you would have climbed in last time, Reg.
well, I'm familiar.
so Wretch, what kind of things did you encounter when you crawled into the ship?
Wolf bats and angry growling.
Bats. Bats don't like light.
Wolf bats.
They're more wolves with wings than they are bats with fur.
Did the wolf bats you encountered not like light?
I'll give you that one. Yeah, they didn't really seem to like it.
So, what is it's a pretty big ship, but what's the distance between those ore holes?
15 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're about a
So
standard
there's
bench.
3 squares
so
on the inside, so.
yeah, they're about 6. Sorry, they're probably about 8 feet apart. Something like that.
Okay. And I would have to do a story point to use my sword to cut a bigger hole open.
Yes, if you wanted to give your sword breach, you'd be able to do siege damage, which was what would be required to damage the ship to a significant degree.
Okay. And about how big are these portholes?
The portholes are about yay big. I would say about 2 foot wide and about 3 foot tall.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that. I'm going to, assuming that I am close enough, going to cut a larger hole around those ore holes to let in more light.
Okay. Using a story point to give your sword the ability to cut through this material. It's not like when you activate it, you can do it for forever. But I would effectively allow you to attempt to double the size of one of the portholes.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a coordination check as you climb up to the area where that is, and then try to hold on while you try to work your sword and try to hack this open.
Two, 4. 4 and 4.
Okay. So the rest of the party sees you climb up where this porthole is, where this flap is. Do you want to just cut the flap out of there while you're at it?
Yeah, just a nice big gape.
Yeah. So you take your sword right where the hinges are on the top of the thing, and you jam it in as it sparkles with fire, and it starts to as it starts to smolder. You pull it across, and it starts to rake across the hinges that melt from contact, and it almost gives off like a welding spark as you do. And smoke starts to come up from the space as you do so. As the flap comes off, the party sees you as you hack into the exposed side of the ore hole, trying to open it up a little bit, and they hear thunk, thunk, thunk. With that, the Dark Crest heaves itself off of the crow's nest and starts to circle over the ship heading this way first, but in a clockwise fashion. It moves up and over the water.
Oh, way to go.
Circling back to the map northwest. But
Oh, you know,
you cut the hole.
all right. I think it's time to jump on in there.
Okay. As you starts to climb into the space yourself, you are met with the rumbling sounds of motion on this floor. You can actually hear as large membranous bat wings flutter away from the light. Climbing into the hole. So you guys, the rest of the party, you see him climb into the hole as the dark crest swoops over towards now this top area of the ship, and it is curving, banking, soon to head to the north east. What do you do?
I follow Ilya in.
Okay, I'm gonna need
The
a
ship?
athletics check or a coordination check for you to attempt to climb up and.
Athletics for me.
All right.
Centaur shoe for me. All right. 1 and 5, and that is better.
1 and 5.
Yeah.
How would you like to spend your 4 uncanceled advantage, knowing that you failed the check?
There's Bull. Okay, so I slip and fall, and I land on Bull as a backpack.
Hmm.
And I point and I go,
How do you manage to fall 40 feet backwards?
by tumbling. Like, gravity doesn't exactly stop and take a turn.
So what I will
When you
ask
start
is,
tumbling, you
while
keep
this
going.
is happening, Bull, what are you doing to see if this lines up?
Ilya, are you in the ship?
Yes.
Okay, so as people are climbing into the ship, I will move up to the rock just before the ship.
All right, so then we'll say that you catch Wretch on his way down. So you're running up to the ship. Emery, what are you doing?
I was just gonna go and follow, but then I saw him with it, so now I'm a little nervous.
Okay, so you walk up behind him, you're like, as he falls.
Yeah. And so I'm just gonna. Is there any sort of way to make it a little easier to get into there? I don't have any climbing gear or rope or anything, but.
Be a man, you must
Yeah,
be
you don't have
No, I don't. So.
If you have a suggestion, I would be open to it, but I'm not gonna feed.
I could throw you guys at it.
Right? Yeah. Well, no, I'll try. I'll try.
Okay.
1 success, 3 advantage.
Okay, you start scrambling to try to get up there, but you're not making very good progress, unfortunately. You're like, there's not any
Can I
handholds here.
Can I try to help?
Yeah, you can spend your action to reach down and attempt to assist folks as they're attempting to climb in. Go ahead and give me. What did you just? What dice did you literally roll?
Coordination, 2 green and 1 blue.
2 green and 1 blue. Okay, so then whatever. Do you have anything in coordination, Ilya?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 2 ranks.
2 ranks. Roll 2 green dice.
One success, 3 advantage.
That is just enough to be able to get Emery into the ship as the dark crest swoops around the other side of the ship. and it appears now to be banking in a way where it will stray past the remaining members of the ship. Bull and Ilya, and I know what you're doing. You're helping folks into the ship at this point. So back to Wretch and Bull.
Do you want me to throw you up there, little buddy?
That is an option, or I can ride up with you if you don't want to be alone, and I give you a head pat.
How far up is this hole?
8 feet, so you can reach it with your hands.
All right, so I basically just like take him off my back and just go thump.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can just put him right in. All right, Wretch is in. As you start loading him up, though, the Dark Crest is soaring by you, and it is going to do a quick check. Can you roll me 2 purple dice?
Does this count as a beast?
Yeah, it would be. This is going to be
2 purple dice. So I have advantage against beasts. Does that help me at all in this roll?
No, because you're not doing a check. It is doing a check.
Okay. 1 failure.
Okay. You take 7 damage.
Is that soakable or no?
That is soakable.
So I take no damage.
Okay. And then I need you to give me a resilience check. This you would get your bonus from.
Okay. Oh boy. Four and 4.
4 and 4. Okay. You feel the hair on the back of your neck stand up, but nothing seems to happen. Yeah, nothing yet. Back to the group. So Ilya, Emery, and Wretch, you guys find yourselves in basically a ray of sunlight inside a darkened space. It is starting to lighten up in here based off of the hole that got carved in here, and there is some light coming down in a column from the cargo hold. You can see that this space is littered with bones and corpses, all in severe states of decay, having been eaten by the Volg within. You do see some of the Volg sticking to the darkness in the corners behind you. What do you do as you see these eyes staring back in your general direction?
How hard were these things to kill for you, Wretch?
Not very.
Well, we're not necessarily here to kill anything, right? Here to get some samples.
I mean, sure.
Sure.
Do they?
I mean, at the end of the day, just animals.
Do they
Wait.
look aggressive? Like, are they growling at us from the shadows?
Well, they were possibly infected, aren't they?
You see the glint of light off of a bared 2-inch long fang from the mouth of one. You can give me a knowledge nature check if you'd like to learn more about them.
Yeah. Okay, 2 and 5 advantage.
2 and 5 advantage.
And if there's extra advantage, could I spend it to see if they're looking like they're infected?
Yeah. I would say that you'd have to actually study one, like a corpse of one, to figure out if they're infected or hold one down. But you're looking into the darkness. However, as far as their stats, I'll give you any 3 bits of information you would like. You'd like to know what kind of damage they deal, if they have any special abilities.
Special abilities.
Special abilities? Okay, they have blind sight, and they have the ability to do a swoop attack, and obviously can fly.
Oh, swooping is bad.
They can swoop.
Swooping is bad. Okay. You said I get 3 pieces of info, or is that my...
Yep.
Okay.
2 more things.
Damage.
Damage?
Yeah.
Minimum damage is 6. But they do have their attack varies based off of if they're biting you or if they're shrieking at you. The bite is what I'm referencing for 6 damage. The shriek is a similar amount, but it's stun.
Cool.
Straight.
Cool. Alright. Health?
Health, 12 health.
12 health. Okay. Okay. I hate to say it, but if they've been on this ship, they're probably... Oh, I don't even want to say it. They might need to be put down. Oh.
I thought so. All right, let's boogie.
As you guys are saying that, Bull, what are you doing? Are you trying to get into the ship?
No, I'm keeping an eye on this big guy.
All right. As you...
So on that last swoop, how close did he get to me?
Oh, well, it's still barreling towards you, so it's going to pass over you, probably 15 feet above you.
Oh.
And
well,
as it does, if you're waiting for it to swoop past you, because it hadn't finished swooping past you yet, it's going to cast something. 1 second. Oh yeah, see this. I already have it prepared. Okay. As it passes over you, you feel like this. It's a twilight night, and you feel like it is more night than day, as this creeping oppression that is tantamount to the light fade sets in on you. You decrease the ability of all skill checks, and both your wound threshold and your strain threshold are both temporarily reduced by 4.
Of course.
Okay.
That's it.
By 4, you said?
Yep, and every roll he does, he downgrades the dice.
Oh.
Downgrades, or should I just get rid of one of my boosts?
No, a yellow would turn into a green, or you would have to pitch a green.
All right. So I don't know how this would work in this, because you can prep an attack, but it only lasts for 1 turn. What he wants to do is stand there with his axe ready for if the damn thing ever gets close enough to swing at.
Yeah, that's fine. It did not get close enough for you to swing it. It swooped over you.
No, I know, but I'm saying what he's going to do is continue to stand there
Yeah,
and see if it gets close enough to swing at.
that's fine. You can even throw in a free aim, so that way you're boosted and ready. Okay. Meanwhile, what does the group inside the ship do? And I will go ahead and move you over to... I'll move you all to the ship. And then I have to do something quick. So you guys are here-ish. And I'll say that there is more light coming from here. So you can see what you can see.
And another thing, Josh, before we get too far,
Yeah.
I'm assuming he doesn't have to do a fear check on me.
No. They're immune to fear. It is fear itself. Okay. Back to you guys.
Um. So, what's the symbol? Some sort of torch?
Oh, sorry. That's just it's just how I make light.
Ah, okay. Had an idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna venture out a bit. So is there enough light that I could reflect it off my sword?
No, but your sword does emit dim light. So 1 second, let me actually give you dim light on your token. Like, 10 feet. There you go. You should emit 10 feet of dim light now. And what you guys can see is actually what you can see because of the light.
Okay, so I'm gonna gesture towards Wretch with my sword, and then this Volg, and engage with it.
All right. So you're gonna run up and attack. I'm going to actually, instead of rolling initiative, I'm just gonna have you guys go, and then you know what? Actually, yeah, let's roll initiative.
Okay.
Is it vigilance or is it cool or?
This would be cool.
Wow. Horseshoe it is.
I gotta say, this blue die is the only thing rolling successes for me today. That's gotta say something.
2 and 2.
1 moment. Oh wow, that's an interesting spread. Turns. Oh,
Green 0.
it really gave the torches turns. That's funny.
Nice.
Wretch. Oh shit. Did I just add you again? Oh, I got a soup up there. Alright. Wretch, what did you get?
3 and 0.
Thank you. Okay, Emery.
1 and 5.
Okay, Ilya.
2.2.
Okay, Bolt.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
What am I doing?
Rolling for initiative, just so we can get a sequence of events here.
Okay. What are we rolling for that?
I would give you cool or vigilance at this point because you are basically dealing with the dark crest on the side right now.
1 and 0.
Okay, and then the dark crest. Okay. Which I don't have a dark crest on this map. Actually, I do. These things get weird. Alright, so I'll just say that was the dark crest that I just did, so we'll go over to Wretch. So, you see Ilya bracing to charge one of the Volgs. What do you do, Wretch?
Does Bull need healing?
I haven't taken any damage yet.
Yeah, but you took the health potion at the start, which is where my concern comes from. So just make sure you're good before I wander off.
I'm fine for now.
Okay. Then I will saunter up next to Ilya, and since I am slow as heck, I will keep sauntering, and that'll be my turn.
Most of my damage is unhealable at the moment.
Okie doke. You
So I double move.
Yep, as you saunter forward, the Volg actually gets the drop on Ilya because it had quicker initiative. And it's going to swoop. And then seeing the rat move into the way, it's going to smack into the rat. Defense.
melee, I presume.
Yes, sir.
And then the blue die I get all day does not translate into a black die for defense.
Correct.
Okay. 0 and 0.
Ironically, I rolled no success.
Let's
But
go.
this thing will proc its swoop and continue past you. And it's going to land on this table over here. And then with that, it is now your turn.
My turn?
Yep.
That sneaky little bitch. I'm gonna try to get close to 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, because my movement speed is equal to my agility.
Yep.
Yes?
Yep, that's the one maneuver.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'm gonna ready my sword and my shield so that if one of them swoops by me, I can stick him in the ribs.
Yeah, alright. So, ironically, the one that you're moving at now actually is turn, so he swoops into you, but you get to perform your reaction attack first. No, my Vogue, my precious little Vogue. 1 and 1.
2, 4 and 2, so that's 3. Well, that's 2 uncanceled advantage. Then plus so 9 damage, and then that will proc the fire.
9 damage.
Yep. And a burn 3.
Yep, so... Oh wow, it is actually still alive. Because that damage is soaked, but then doubled because he's not resistant to it. And then he is burning. Burn 3, you said?
Yep.
Yikes.
Wow. Oh, look at a light source.
Don't get too close to it.
Right. Gotta double check something. Oh god, okay. So it's gonna get its attack off, however. So now it's going to hit Ilya. Melee defense.
With a flame attack.
Yep. No. 3 success, 2 advantage.
Okay. So that's
1 purple, 2 defense for your shield, I believe, and 2 defense for your agility. I believe. So that's 4 blacks, if I'm not mistaken.
okay, 4 blacks and a purple. Oh, black. So I have my armor as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure what your armor gives you. I don't have your sheet up. To give you another
Let's see
defense? Or it's just soak?
+1 soak, defense, and HP.
Oh wow, yeah. So you get 5 black defense dice
Wow.
and a purple.
Hell yeah.
That's
And
before
a purple?
parry. Yeah, everyone gets a purple base.
Your skin is thick.
He's a dodgy motherfucker.
Sorry, hold on. One failure. 2 failure.
Must suck to have to roll like 6 dice.
2 failure.
Yeah, especially with even like 2 sets of Genesis dice only gives you 4 blacks.
4 failure and 1
Mhm.
threat.
4 failure and 1 threat. Ah, man. So he swoops over, you duck him, and then I'm gonna say that you technically get your attack of opportunity, but he's gonna die from the burn anyway. So what would you like to do? He dead.
I want him to die mid-flight and crash to the ground.
Okay. As he crashes to the ground, can you give me a investigation check?
Why? Yes, I can. One triumph, 3 success.
It strikes you that fire might be pretty dangerous on this decaying ship. Which is both a good thing and a bad thing, right? You could set this whole ship ablaze, but it might destroy any evidence or samples that you're looking to gather as well. So just be careful with that.
Yeah, say to the party, like, hey, it's really hard for me to turn the fire off, so scoop up some goop, if you would.
That sounds like my job.
And then with that, it's Emery's turn.
Right.
Did you remember your jars?
She like takes off her backpack and starts to like shuffling around. As always, it's like so crammed full of stuff, but they're at least kind of near the top. So
what is on top of the jars are the 4 HEPA suits that you guys didn't put on.
No, I put mine on.
You put yours on?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've been mud crabbing around in this like zipped up like white suit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Of course I did.
So you're technically clean under there.
I don't know if you guys did or not, but I definitely had mine.
I forgot about them.
Yep, totally forgot.
Yeah.
Guys, you might want to put these on. I kind of like hold them out awkwardly.
Kind of in the middle of something here.
I look behind me, see this giant crow flying. I'm like, never a dull day. And then, I'm gonna grab the vials and start trying to, like, locate, like, contamination. Like, if I see the corpses or things, like, any obvious signs of goop.
Yeah, so looking around, there's definitely goop on some rotten corpses. Remembering that Sponge specifically asked for like subject 0 samples because she doesn't want any that have already mutated, right?
Sure.
So secondary sources are going to be mutated. With your intelligence, you would know not to take samples from the Volg or from some of the corpses sitting on the ship.
Okay, I will put my sample vials in a more easily in my little fanny pack that I have in the front. You know, and I have my HEPA suits out, but my backpack back on, and so I'm gonna leave one of the suits on the ledge for Bull when he needs it, and I've got the other 2.
All right. Where are you going?
I'm gonna move a whopping. I think my movement's 2.
Okay.
Whopping 2 spaces there, holding out the suits, like, guys.
All right.
Because I assume that was more than enough a turn. So
with that, one of the bulls.
You gave me the wretch-sized one, and you're about to hand wretch the bull-sized one.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
With that, this bull tries to dodge away from the light and kind of slaps up onto and like rakes its claws into the side of the ship here, poising itself to launch itself towards you. But it's gonna stay right there. And then with that, it is. Oops, sorry, that's the wrong boy. When is his turn? Did I not give him a turn? Okay, he'll go with his buddy. This other one is going to swoop around. And with that, it's Bull's turn. Bull, you see...
We had that Yep, go ahead.
So that thing that swooped past you, you see it land onto the ship railing. And turn its head slowly in your general direction. It's not bearing any. It's not snarling or snapping or anything like that. It's got a creepy stillness to it as it looks at you with the passive look of an owl. You guys all hear it land, and it heaves and cracks, buckles the wood underneath of it with its weight. And there's that. Bull, what do you do?
So, about how far away from it would it be? From me, would it be?
It's probably 30 feet away.
Okay, so not close.
Yeah.
I will take the chance to get into the ship quick.
Okay.
But once I get in the ship, I'm gonna keep watch at the hole, not letting anything out or in.
With that, give me a coordination check to get up and in. Ilya made it possible for you to get into the ship. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to get it at all.
Yeah.
You can give me an athletics or a coordination. I'd say that because you can kind of your shoulders and crack the wood on your way in if you'd like.
I will definitely use athletics.
Okay.
And I did downgrade it.
Thank you.
3 and 4.
Yeah, you buckle the wood on the sides as you shoulder your way in and come up into the space, seeing what you see in the group here now. That's your action. Do you want to do anything with your maneuver?
I would say aim, but I'm not going to be aiming at anything, so I can't do anything because I'm going to stay next to the hole.
Okay. No problem.
Well, I guess I'm standing right in front of the hole at the moment, so I guess with my maneuver, I'll move to one side.
Okay. We'll just do this real quick. Hole. Okay. With that, Wretch, what would you like to do?
Oh boy. I'll put on my HEPA suit. And
That would be your whole turn.
You
yeah.
get it.
That'll take you a while.
Yeah.
In fact, give me a coordination check.
Oh. I'm sad now.
If you succeed, you'll do it in one turn. Otherwise, it'll take a little.
1 and 1.
That's not good. Did you roll your boost die?
Yes.
Aw, man. Okay. It'll take you a little bit longer. But you
Okay.
start putting on your suit. Do you want to spend 2 strain to get it on this turn?
Yes.
Third maneuver. Okay, I'll allow it.
We take those.
Nice. Okay, while he's getting his suit on, the Volg that swooped past you earlier swoops back in from behind. While you're putting the suit on, if you had any bonuses for anything in your hands, like a shield or anything like that, that won't count towards your defense. I don't think you have anything like that, though, so just roll defense normal. These darn swoopers. Ooh, you rolled well. 4 and 2.
Swooper, no.
Swoopers, no
swooping.
swooping.
Thank you.
What'd you get, sir? Your defense roll? Melee defense roll from you.
Oh, okay. You were cutting out, so I was like, who are you
Oh,
talking
I'm
to?
sorry. We must be having some audio difficulties today.
It's alright. I just heard melee defense roll like 2 times in a row, but I'm like, who? Ah!
Sorry, you.
2 and 2.
Okay. This Volg swoops in from behind, and you feel a needle-like bite onto your neck as it swoops past you.
Ow.
You're going to take 5 soakable damage, but you are poisoned.
Ow.
So much for the HEPA suit.
What kind of poison? Like,
It's
One
one
damage per turn?
one poison average.
Okay.
And it's a swoop this way.
You told me this would help.
And then with that, it is going to be Ilya's turn.
I take great personal offense to that, Mr. Volg. So I'm gonna engage him.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a big healthy whack.
Tooth
Thought
breath.
this. Huh?
Tooth breath.
3 success, 3 advantage.
Okay.
So then that's another 9 damage plus the burn.
You've got utility on there, right?
Yeah, I factored that in.
Okay, so that means that you reduce the damage by 1 in order to be able
Yes.
to proc that? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so procking the burn on it. It's going to die at the start of its next turn as you hack one of its wings off and it spirals over and lands, starting on fire next to the stairs.
I'm just glad it's a quick death. Otherwise, this would be kind of horrifying. Busting into this ship and attacking a bunch of diseased, frightened animals and burning them to death.
Oh, man. Is there anything else you'd like to do? You got 2 unused movement points from your maneuver.
Might be a good time to try to put that HEPA suit on, if I can.
You can start
Okay.
with the maneuver, yeah. Or with your 2 unused movement points, you can start throwing your backpack on the ground and start rummaging. And then realizing
should I
that
roll
Emery has them. I'm going to have you roll coordination at the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Okay, Emery.
Okay, I am going to wander up to the edge of this and try to look down to see if I can see what's on the lower level.
Looking down, you immediately see... give me a perception check. Or investigation.
I thought I was going to immediately see something. Dang it!
Yeah.
Alright, investigation. 2 success, 3 advantage.
Success, 3 advantage. Okay. You immediately see a bunch of crates and some other storage materials. And you're quick to assume that there's probably a good chance that the materials that you're looking for are either amongst them or amongst some sort of lab type space that could be in here. But definitely not amongst the space that is specifically for Rome.
Sure.
And beds. That's the other thing that you guys see on here are like swinging cots.
Sure. Okay. Okay, guys, I think it's going to be down one more level if we're looking for the samples. We just have to find a way down. And
There is a flaming bird by the stairs. A flaming bat.
by the stair. Where is?
Oh, sorry. There is a stairs up and down right here.
Okay, I don't see anything over there on my screen.
Oh,
So.
sorry.
No, that's okay. I can't see. Like, that's all dark on the screen for me. So, okay. I will start moving that way, assuming it was one action to.
Yeah, it was an action to look, or a maneuver to look down into the.
Oh, yeah,
hole
the
below.
torch isn't following Ilya around.
What? He should be dimly lit, and there's also a torch.
Oh, there's 2 more
shaft.
torches?
There's a shaft of
Okay.
light straight down. There's a hole in the side of the ship emanating light, and then Ilya himself is emanating.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then with that, the Volg in the corner over here is scared as fuck, so he's going to fly away. This way. And that brings us to Bull. Bull, you've noticed no signs of the Dark Crest other than the gripping nails and the occasional click-clack of them from the space it was before. But you cannot see there from inside the ship.
I'm going to continue staying where I am. And looking over, I see the other guys putting on these weird condom suit things. And I see the one down at my feet. And I'm like, I should probably put that on.
That's a good boy.
All right, you're gonna start putting that on.
Attempt to, yes. And I will spend extra strain if necessary.
Okay, give me a coordination check. Don't forget to decrease your ability.
Yep. I'm going to re-roll that.
Horseshoes.
Oh, there goes my horseshoe.
Low-key best loot you guys have gotten yet.
Totally.
Oh, it definitely is.
I went from 1 advantage to 3 advantage.
Oh man, yeah, you're fumbling, man. You're trying not to tear it is the thing, right? As you're trying.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell it's supposed to go over my horns.
Yeah, you've never been introduced to zipper science, so it's gonna take you a little while. Meanwhile, this Volk shoots around and hits Emery in the back.
Rude! I didn't even know they were attacking. Just kidding. But from a perspective of rooting around in my bags and
Right.
getting dressed.
I called times out.
Yeah. Okay, I think I need this guy. This guy. Gosh, you guys get black dice, huh? Must be nice.
It is.
One
It feels good.
failure, 2 threat.
Do you just have purple?
I have 1 purple and 1 black for melee.
Oh,
Nothing
man.
for range.
This thing flies at you, but is immediately dazed by the light coming in from the side of the ship, and it scares itself, and it flies over this way instead. It missed.
Cool.
So then we'll go back up to the Dark Crest, who you guys don't need to know about that. So then Wretch.
All right.
Oh, great.
That's not ominous.
So I have a very,
I'll be back.
very exciting turn. I use Pure Malady on myself. So how much poison damage do I take? Just
So
one?
you take 1 at the start of your turn.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, 1 second. Let me double check. You might get the chance to roll first here. Sorry, yeah, do a resilience check. Is at the start of your turn.
All right. A triumph, 2 success, 3 advantage.
You're immediately shrug off the effects of the poison.
Yay.
But
So
you
do I
do-
even need to...
So you're not taking damage from the poison, but you do notice a residual kind of like... Is my breath a little hotter?
Ugh. Okay.
So, mechanically speaking, the black spot will build up in you, but the poison reflects the immediate effects. So you shrug off the immediate effects, but there's still something there building
Yeah.
up.
So can I cast Cure Malady, remove physical condition?
Absolutely.
All right. The difficulty is the original or associated resilience check. So
Okay.
that is
I'm going to take in its current level of inoculation on you, or a current level of, like, how long it's been since you've been infected, into a consideration for that. So go ahead.
okay. That is 4 and 3.
All right. You seem to burn it out with the divine purity that is Dahlia.
All right, and then I use Quicken Spell. Once per session, spend 2 strain to make a magic check as a maneuver. I'm going to lay hands on myself, which is 2 more strain. So I went from 0 to 8 strain.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
wait, sorry.
You're doing... Oh,
2
you're
to 8.
healing damage on you? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I'm at 9 out of 19.
Okay. Gotcha. Yep.
I do not have my holy icon out, as I just finished putting on my suit.
Gotcha. Yep.
How'd you get so hurt?
We only heal 1 or 2 overnight, and I spent all my short rest checks fixing your various brawn problems.
1 and 1.
But yeah.
Don't worry, it'll come in handy eventually.
Hell yeah! Alright. Transferring 2 success, 2 advantage over to success, I get 7 and 1.
All right. So be it. Is that your
What are
turn?
you- Well, yeah, what'd you get, Mr. Man?
1 and 1.
Oh, okay. So then 6, so that's, I healed 12. I healed 12 of my 8. Cool.
Nice.
Back to full health. That was
Super
me.
rat.
It's funny because I'm probably muffled due to the suit, so my turn was just me like flailing and
Like, you're so dirty, too. Like, all of the mud is contained inside the suit. You're just rolling around on rotten corpses. Oh, man. Okay. With that, the Vold burns to death, and then it is Ilya's turn.
Wait. So there's one left?
There's some around. There's one that you can see.
Well, allow me to take care of the one that I can see.
All right.
Can
1,
you?
2, 3, 4.
Is that a challenge?
Swoop, swoop.
And I give him a big old whack.
All right.
Whack, that's face.
Give me the spice. I rolled 3 failure. Oh, man.
3 failure?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I missed.
All right. He's going to disengage on his turn. Is that all you'd like to do?
Let's see here. I do have attack of opportunity.
Yep.
So if he disengages, I can take another swing at him.
He's going to spend his full action to disengage. So he's going to spend the action to disengage, which means back away carefully, and then he's going to spend another action to actually move, or his maneuver to move. So he's going to be careful. But that would be on his turn.
Disengage means attack of opportunity doesn't proc.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's tiptoeing, essentially. Emery, over to you.
I have got a real exciting turn, let me tell you. 1,
Are
2.
you gonna flail in your
Tell
suit?
us. Tell
1,
us.
2. There I go.
All right, you heading for the stairs?
Heading for the stairs, I'm peering out into the murky darkness.
Okay. You bonk into the wall of the stairs leading upstairs, and shuffle to the left a little bit, and find
Sure.
the stairs going down.
Sure, yep.
It's great.
Yep.
Good
stuff.
The Volg way over there does nothing but nuzzles its loved ones and says goodbye. And then it's Volg's
Wow.
turn. He spends
Ouch.
his whole turn putting on the suit, but eventually he gets there.
Is this one of those situations where if you had sound effects, these Volks would be making those like really sad dog noises that they always have the wolves have in games where it's like, they attacked me! It made me feel so guilty!
The Volg next to Ilya disengages and then spends a maneuver to move 4, and then he's going to spend 2 strength to fly into the darkness as well. And then it is back to the Dark Crest. You guys don't need to worry about that. Going back to Wretch. So at this point, we'll break from traditional turn order, but we'll use the same turn order if anything else pops up. You don't seem to be immediately threatened by anything.
Can we take a very quick break?
Yes, we can. If you would like, we can hop back on at 7:57. Give you 5 minutes.
Okay.
Here.
5 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Damn it! I don't think we.
I just did. Oh. I should have been polite. You ate it.
Yeah, let them go. Yeah. Oh, he's going to real bad.
Oh shit. Okay. Ow. Ugh, I don't like this feeling in my throat.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby.
Mm-mm.
Actually.
Ooh. Nice music. Very ominous.
It's necessary.
Yeah. It seems about perfect.
I'm back.
They're so warm compared to mine.
That's right.
Hello.
What up, dude?
Hey, I'm back.
Yep. Yeah, you are.
Hey, I'm back.
Are you back? Are you back, lad?
Good.
I'm thinking I'm back.
I haven't seen you in 5 fucking minutes.
What a time for violence in those 5 minutes.
I'll let you guys just go ahead and tell me what you're up to while Andrew's sauntering his way back.
I was going to tempt fate and look down at the deep dark hole.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Preferably with some quiet, ominous music playing, and then I kick a stone and it falls for like a really long time before it splashes.
Well, I got the ominous music playing. If you would like to spend a story point for there to be a stone sitting right next to the ledge, go ahead.
That seems like a really stupid use of a story point. I use the story point to make sure that there's 2 stones next to the ledge. I kick one of them.
Give me a coordination check.
I love it.
I have to make a check to kick a fucking stone after using a story point.
My God.
Fine. I prefer the intelligence check. It's worse for me, but like we take those.
But in all seriousness, give me an investigation or a perception check. Investigation gets you more information.
I'm not very good at either of them, but I'll go with investigation. I did spend that story point, by the way. So what happens to the stone?
Holy shit! Really?
You can't play chicken with me, and then when I participate, back out. You're
Okay.
in this.
Give me the results of the investigation check.
1 and 1.
1 on 1.
Yeah.
A shadow seems to swipe at the stone as it falls. But you have no idea
Okay.
what's down there. Your eyesight's apparently terrible.
Yeah. No, that tracks. I do back away from the hole.
Okay.
Unsettled to my core.
Ilya, would you mind lending your light so we can go downstairs? I say, facing the other way. Not seeing whatever you just did.
I'm gonna motion to Wretch to follow us so that we stay together, and I'm gonna provide my light.
Right, I'm
gonna grumble about how many days away from retirement I am.
A lot.
And I do want to make note that this is my last day before retirement.
Yep, there we go. Perfect. Okay.
Really?
So
That just guarantees you're gonna die, bud.
That's the joke. He got the meta reference.
all right.
Wow.
Bull, are you following the rest of the company down into the bowels of the ship?
Am I done getting dressed?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay. All gonna die. That's not where you end up. You end up right over here. As you guys come down the ship, you see a couple of cots that appear to have corpses in them. Several of them appearing to have just died where they lay, shriveled up with their arms over their body. A couple of them are ripped down, and you see that the body has grotesquely changed with fins bursting out of the backs of them. All of them have some gnaw marks on them, and there is blood streaking towards the map north side of this space. At your immediate sight, you can see that there is a door here and a wall that would presumably lead towards the storage area that you saw earlier, Emery. However, on the opposite side of the stairs, the ship continues map north as well.
Ugh, it's creepy down here. I remember seeing these guys before when we found this ship. They were feral and ugh, slimy.
We should collect samples from their bodies specifically.
I think that she wants specifically from the source, which means we're gonna have to find the what's the thinger's guys
Bon Vione?
Bon Bione, whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Keep investigating then.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I think it'd be down here somewhere. I'm not sure where though.
Okay.
Do you think it'd be in
so
this?
they had pieces of the corpse hauled onto the boat then?
That's so.
That's the assumption that they're working under, is that the researchers from this ship would have taken samples of the liquidated gigantic corpse.
Alright, better keep walking into the darkness then.
Because a lot of the corpse turned into sludge.
That is no bueno.
I think I am gonna light a torch myself, just because I'll feel more comfortable.
Alright.
It's so dark in here.
Let me go ahead and update your token.
I will have my mace out, so I do not have a hand for a torch.
I will hold a torch in my butt cheeks.
You've got your sword. It's okay.
You also have the agility that I would believe you.
Right?
I love that.
If anyone could, it would be Ilya.
Should we look in the storage area I saw? Well, I was able to see the whole storage space. Or
No, just there's a shaft of light in there. You didn't see the full extent of the place.
Okay. Maybe we should check the storage area first. It makes sense to me that it might be there.
You can spread out. Split the party.
You-
Yeah, I think we should stay together.
Shush. I'm gonna approach the door, I guess.
Okay. As you approach the door, you feel a coldness set in to the left side of your body. I need you to go ahead and roll me one purple die.
Just one purple die.
One purple die, please.
Shit, guys, Emery's gonna die again. One threat.
It's only one. How bad could it be?
I don't know, I hear him rolling more than one.
You take 6 unsoakable damage as part of the darkness defies the light. And this is what the rest of the party sees from behind her. A shaft of darkness reaches out from one of the cots and caresses her from behind.
Ugh. Okay.
Kinda sexy,
Ew.
or-
I can't
It's
help
not
but scream.
Not distinguished enough to determine the sensuality of it.
Oh, wow.
You can ask me about it later, though, when we're in private.
Yeah. Just make something of it if you have to.
Yeah, she can't help but let out, like, a squeal / scream and, like, back away. Nope, don't like that!
Yeah. So you, it was from behind.
Oh, from behind?
Yes.
I still instinctively do that.
Okay.
Like, back up to the party, because...
Okay.
So I don't like that at all.
Don't bring it over here.
Yeah, I don't want toys. Yeah, I'm gonna, the anti-darkness sword. Gonna scooch on over.
Okay.
So it came from like right here?
Yeah, as you move forward, if you're gonna move towards her, in this general space, there is a blackness that defies the light from your sword and from her torch.
I'm gonna call out to the darkness. It's like, do you have any reason left in you?
As you call out to it, there is a pregnant pause. It's the kind of pause that makes you feel Amendasia, like the blackness is watching you. It's moving closer.
Okay, I don't like that. So
Kill it.
I don't want it to touch me.
Well, then don't touch it.
I'm gonna swing into
You're
the
a
darkness.
deep inhaled sigh. Go ahead and give me a melee attack roll.
By the power of Azralan. Oh fuck. 1 success, 3 advantage. And that is including the utility. Wait, I guess that's 1 success, 4 advantage, including utility.
3 threat.
Oh, okay, so I did hit. That's 8 damage. And that does, I think that procs the burn.
8 damage.
Yeah.
You sense your sword kind of like muffle itself, almost like it's turning into smoke instead of fire. But then it flashes, and you see almost a mockery of a silhouette of a person, as it seems to catch on something that is there, and then like that, it turns into smoke.
What the fuck?
Oh gosh. Do I have any idea what this is?
Give me a knowledge dark check.
Big brain moves. Makes big brain moves. 2-2.
You know those chalk outlines, or those, you know those outlines from like a, where they pull a burn victim off of the ground in movies, and there's like a perfect like line around where they used to be like a black around them, so to speak. When people die, especially when they die horrifically, their emotions can leave an imprint on the world. And that is what we call a shade. It is not the past soul of a person, but it is something where when someone dies, their death, their soul being disintegrated, leaves such a flash burn on the world that the raw emotions of what they were feeling at the time of death almost congeals into some sort of entity of its own. That is what this is.
This place is haunted. We've gotta just get out as quickly as we can. I don't know how to deal with that.
Well, obviously, you swing your weapon at them.
Oh,
Yeah, like the magic fire, I don't think it likes that very much.
Okay, sure. We can keep trying that. I'm gonna open this now. That's okay.
As you open up the door, you quickly see the light coming in from above. And you see boxes, as well as other storage materials, a couple of shelves secured to walls, but mostly hanging nets. If you want to do any more investigation, you're going to have to actually go through the place and open things up and take a look around.
I will, but I will be very tentative as I kind of start to do that. Is this another, like, I see the square again.
That's the space from above.
Okay, but that's like if there's
That is
floor
where,
there.
That is where correct.
Okay.
This is the end of the cargo area. Yep.
Okay.
It doesn't go any deeper. You did notice that the stairs continue down, however.
Okay. Sure.
So this is going to take a little bit of time to investigate this space. While she's opening up crates, is anyone going to help her? Or is anyone going to do anything different?
I'm
So
gonna
did-
look for gold or money.
Okay. When you say you're going to look for gold, are you going to explore the entire ship for gold? Are you going to do it within the vicinity of Emery or the space that you're currently in? What are you doing?
So I'm gonna like be watching over her shoulder as a bodyguard, and if I see anything valuable in the things she's searching in, I'm just gonna grab them.
Sure. So I'll move you into the room with her. Ilya?
As far as I know, having never been on this ship before, this is our only escape out. So I'm gonna stay kind of where I am.
Okay.
Do I see any more movement from the darkness?
I will let
Or
you.
did
I will let you know during your watch if something comes up. But
Okay.
first, I want to know what Wretch is doing.
Okay. Can I pray and just kind of like meditate on like the feng shui of this boat and see if that reveals anything to me?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a channeling check.
Get a boost die from a hot meal. That is 4 and 2.
Yeah, Emery hit it on the head earlier when she said this place was haunted. The deaths of these people was tragic, and in many ways, a lot of the people who died here considered the ships that they ran on to be their home. The sea perverted that and turned it into their worst fears as they watched their compatriots turn into fish people and proceed to eat each other. Their deaths were deaths filled with confusion and fear and sickness. And it has left a taint on this place. It's probably why the Dark Crest is here. It's to help basically eat the remainders of these souls. Also, the ship is infected with this how do I put it? There's something interesting about the infection. And it is different than actually how do I put it? Yeah, it is different than the feeling that you were getting from your conversations with Leanne and Shay. This just comes off as a virus, whereas she seems to have given some sort of what's the personification to the baby that's infecting Cinder, suggesting sentience, some sort of parasite. This place is cloaked with the feelings of general biological warfare, so to speak.
That's against the Geneva Convention.
Or like Geneva's suggestion.
So while he's praying, are you praying right where you are on the map?
Yeah.
Okay. I will move over to Emery first, or second here. What are you? Do you want to give me an investigation roll?
Yeah.
This will signify your first 10 minutes of looking.
Okay. 2 success, 4 advantage. I'm
Okay.
also looking for any sort of like journals or things like that too.
Yeah.
So
With your uncanceled advantage. So you're opening up crates here and there. And as you do, you find that there are some liquids that have been sealed away and uh, nested in various insulators. However, none of them seem to be marked with what you are looking for. However, you also come across a couple of interesting things. One is what appears to be mirror dust. And it's in a container that is titled reclaimed mirror dust.
okay.
Additionally,
I mean-
come across
I don't know what it means yet, but I feel the impulse. So
you come
It's a
across
bunch of broken mirrors.
another container, and it is a smaller, almost like jewelry box size chest, and it is completely lead, except for the latches that cinch it down, almost like a mason jar.
sure.
And those are buckled.
What's in the box? I open the box.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I need you to give me a skullduggery or mechanics check to pick in the box.
The mechanics?
Yep. Meanwhile, as you are rifling through this stuff, I need Bull to give me a streetwise check. Because you also came across some other stuff that you found to be not necessarily interesting at the time pertaining to the research.
Two and one.
2 and 1? Okay. You were looking over her shoulder, and you find 2 small boxes of rare gems.
Ooh.
2 small boxes of rare gems. Along with a journal that Emery presumably swiped while she's like, "Ooh, journal!" And then there's the boxes next to that.
Yeah.
I will take the boxes of gems.
The journal, at a brief glance, talks quickly about how Bon Vioni, basically the research that they found was that they were assumed to have been scrubbing at the ores in the bowels of the deep bottoms of the crystal tarn with this very mechanized brush-like mouth that they have, and were consuming the gems, and that these 2 boxes of rare gems are what was found left in its mouth.
I take the boxes of gems.
Yeah, you have them. Back to you, Anne-Marie.
I have 1 success, 5 advantage on my.
You kind of you get a little frustrated as you're trying to figure out how to open it. It looks like there might have been a key at one point. It wouldn't be hard to break these buckles. It's just that
Do you want
there was a
help,
key
Emery?
that you don't have,
Yeah.
and you're having a hard time jig-rigging it.
Sure. If you're able to open this without, smashing it, go ahead. And
Meanwhile,
I pass it to you, Bull. but-
Meanwhile, Ilya, you see the darkness closing in around Wretch from both sides, from map left and map right.
Well, I find that quite disagreeable. Where's Wretch?
Right where he is in the map.
I can't
There
see
where
him.
we started down.
You can't see him? Oh wow, yeah, he is right here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna tell Wretch to watch out and thrust my sword into the darkness to the map right.
Okay.
And that's shit, that's what that is. That's just two. That's just 3 advantage.
Wow. Sticking, you wave your sword at it, but you kind of like, as you reach your sword back, you lose track, and you swipe, and as you do, you disoriented, you don't know if you hit it, but your hand passed through something, and you took a damage.
Ouchie.
The darkness appears to be even closer to you. And with that, it moves into you. I need you to give me a melee defense check. And do not roll any defense dice that you get from your armor or from your shield.
Fuck. Gosh darn it, so that's 2 blacks and a purple. My agility and the
Yep.
base.
Yep.
Oh. Fuck me. Just confirm here. 3 threat.
Oh, you take 4 non-soakable damage, and your wound and strain thresholds are reduced by 1 until the next sunrise.
Ouchie. I take
Oh,
that
you
for-
got off easy.
It doesn't feel good though. Can I take another swing at
Yes,
it?
you may, because that's quicker time-wise than what else is going on.
I'm not actually there. I just.
Oh my god. 1 success, 2 advantage.
I rolled 2 threat.
Okay, so that's 8 damage, and I don't think that procs the burn.
You swipe and swipe, and with a couple of slashes, the darkness appears to retreat away and back from that direction. But the darkness from the other direction has been encroaching this whole time, and it's getting closer, and it's about to touch Wretch.
Okay, I'm gonna do that again.
Okay, give me
By
another
the
melee.
wrath of Ezrael.
Give me another melee check, if you would.
Much better. 2 success, 5 advantage.
1 and 1.
Okay, so that's 9 damage. Wait. 8 damage, and this definitely procs the burn.
Okay. The darkness is repelled once more. And that is when Wretch opens up his eyes, coming out of his prayer. By the way, Wretch, your Holy Avenger thing would work on these. Very, very
Yay.
cool.
Alright. I dust myself off and I rejoin the team so I don't get left behind and isolated out again.
Okay. As
Buddy, you gotta keep your eyes open when we're surrounded by evil.
That's what I have you people for. What are friends for if not to protect you from evil?
As
That's
you
fair.
As you approach, you see Emery and Bull screwing with a small leaden chest. Did you decide whether or not you were going to give it to him to see if he can smash it open?
I don't want him to smash it open. I specifically handed it to him and said, if you can open this without smashing it open, go ahead and try.
Bull?
I'm going to attempt to just break the buckles.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Well, after that chuckle, I changed my mind.
Just
Athletics
buckles.
check.
Just leather straps.
Is this chest a beast?
Did you downgrade your check from the Dark Crest?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 and 6.
As you open up the box, for just a brief moment, you see darkness leak out of it. But then it is clear. As the light from above illuminates a handful of strange-looking stones inside this compartment. You don't necessarily know what they are, but you feel like they're very important.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say I successfully opened it, and the lid bounced open with the force from it just enough for me to see that, and then it closed again with the advantage. And I'm just like, here, Emery, you take it.
As that happens, you feel the light get blocked out from above you. And as you look up, you see the face of the Dark Crest peering over the ship cargo hole. I need you to roll me 3 purple dice.
Just me.
Just you.
I offer it the box.
The box, you opened it, and the bird came.
Yeah.
1 failure, 4 threat.
Okay. It with 1 squawk. Ah! You see the darkness that fled from the box swirl in a helical pattern and absorb into its beak. But as it does, you feel the resonant power of this thing pull on your soul at the same time. You're going to take 12 soakable damage.
Shit.
And then I need you to give me a resilience check.
Ouchie.
Resilience. That's this one. Three and 4.
You hold on to parts of your soul that otherwise threatens to leave you.
Apparently, resilience is something I'm really good at because it's based off brawn.
Yeah, I should have actually. That should be discipline.
Nope, too late now.
Too late now. Yep. Just be aware.
Well, shit. Maybe we shouldn't open the box.
Emery, you see inside this box as Bull passes it over to you some strange but rather mundane-looking stone. But
Okay.
despite the stone looking mundane, it looks maybe stained. What's the right word? It's almost translucent. It's almost opaque.
Huh. All right. Well, it's not what we're looking for, but I'm gonna
How do you know?
keep it anyway. We'll figure it out later. And I put it in my bag.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
You said there's a way to further in this direction.
There is a door here, and then there are more areas to investigate to the map north.
Okay.
I am going to point out that after Bull hands that over and gets yelled at by the bird, he starts backing back to the door that they came in.
Sure.
Yeah, you look up and you can see the Dark Crest looking at you, and it cocks its head to the side.
Okay. I'm gonna back up too.
Okay.
follow Bull's lead. Trust his instinct.
Okay.
Well, it's tried to eat my soul a couple times, alright?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you guys do?
What's going on out here at this point?
We were coming to find
There.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
So the bird is kind of guarding that area. We didn't necessarily find any samples, some odd stones and a journal at least. Maybe we go investigate the other way for now?
Okay.
Yeah, just we gotta be on our toes now, because
Sure.
the shadow itself is trying to kill us.
Yeah. Everything that's moving here seems to be trying to kill us.
Well,
I would like to spend a story point to interject that Emery read that journal out loud
that's fine.
while I was standing there.
You don't need to worry about that. You don't need to send a story point. She could have just had read it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and I just want to remind her that, well, that's a rock. Patient Zero was eating rocks.
Oh yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Emery, give me an intelligence roll.
Can you
Or-
comprehend?
I could allow knowledge nature or knowledge people.
I'll do knowledge nature.
Okay.
4 success, 2 advantage.
That might be very important, and it's a very astute thing for both to say out loud.
Okay. Thank you. That is a very good point. Okay. Well, we still need to get the samples.
It's in your hand!
No,
No.
still need samples from patient zero. So.
Yeah.
So is this the lowest part of the ship that we've seen?
There's one more level.
No, he
down.
said there's one more. Yeah, there's
Oh,
one more staircase going somewhere.
Yeah, so if we want to loop around this way, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Emery.
Okay.
My sword out in front of me.
As you guys move around to the other side of the staircase, you see that it moves down further. But also on the other side here is 3 doors, and you see bits and pieces of corpse and large black stains dragged through towards the door on the front, towards the tip of the ship.
That's a monster lair. I don't want to do that.
What are the
That's
chances
the bad guy room.
what we're looking for, though, is in there?
I need you all to give me 1 a vigilance roll and then 2 a stealth roll.
Vigilance.
If we open that door, there's going to be a loading screen.
Yeah.
I noticed it has this gray wall when you open it. 3 success for the first check.
Nothing on my vigilance. The dark crest is still distracting me.
Okay. Next. Wretch.
For the stealth, 0 and 1. For the
Okay.
vigilance, 4 and 2.
For vigilance, 2 and 3. For the stealth, 2. 4 and 4.
Okay. And then I need 2 more vigilance rolls based off of
My stealth was 1 and 2.
One
My
and 2?
stealth was 4 and 2.
1 and 2 and 4 and 2. Okay. Yeah. Based off of your high stealth roll, you guys are you can hear the ship creaking and swaying based off of the thumping movements of something in that room. And together, you guys are pretty quiet.
I'm not alive enough for this, you guys.
The door does one of these. As it's not latched. With a rocket in the ship. What do you do?
Well,
I fear nothing. I proceed forward.
I'm still looking. I still kind of keeping an eye behind us up the stairs to see if the crest follows us.
Okay.
I'll follow.
wait, so Rhett, you're going towards the doors?
Yes.
There's a door on each side of you, and a stairway leading down behind you. Where do you go?
So I think we should start clockwise and go to the map west door,
Okay.
guys.
Okay.
Gonna open the. Is the door latched?
It is.
Is this the door that's opening and banging, or is this door actually
The
shut?
door that's opening and banging is the one with
No.
the presence behind it over here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna open this westerly door,
All right.
real
Can,
ginger like.
can you give me either a skullduggery or a stealth check?
Stealth check it is.
Okay.
Wow. One and one on a stealth check.
You open the lock, and as you move the door, it seems to have caught on a flat that had fallen behind the door, and it caught on the stem, and then crumpled as you opened up the door. Goes the door behind you.
So this door's open now, right?
Yes, it is. I think you guys can just click on it and hit open. I'll just do that though. Boop.
I got it. I'm gonna slowly walk inside and peek around.
Okay.
See what I see.
Inside this room is a lab. You see
Hey.
a couple of tables and a couple of vials and flasks secured in different grippers here and there. And there is a small chest and a couple of burners, various other assortments in here.
I'm gonna beckon to the int in the group. Like, hey, there's some stuff in here that you might find interesting.
Okay. I round the corner and come in.
Okay. I need you to give me another stealth check as you've yelled 15. Well, you've spoken across 15 feet of space.
Him or me or both?
Ilya, again. Sorry. No, it's just this guy.
2
You
and
can throw
5.
your body noise.
2 and 5. You're able to motion and use mostly hand signals while whispering to get Emery's attention.
Okay, I kind of sneak on over in there and start looking for things that we can grab that are relevant. You know.
Give me an investigation roll. I would alternatively take a knowledge people roll if you're going to try to be like, well, this is how people would store their stuff from like laboratory samples and stuff like that.
Same difficulty?
Yeah, same.
Then I will do that.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll do just an investigation.
Okay.
Cool. A triumph, 2 success, and 2 advantage.
Okay. You take 1 strain as you nervously move through this facility to gather what you can. And inside the chest, you do find several rows of containers marked as trial sample, as trial samples, or sample blanks, which would be nerd for base untainted samples.
Sure. I will put those in my bag. As many as I can fit.
There's like 8 of them there.
Mm-hmm.
If you'd like to stick 8 in there, that's fine. However, that would be 2 encumbrance for 8 vials to secure them safe.
I gesture Ilya over here. And I don't know.
What would you like to do with your trunk?
With my triumph. Is there happen to be a sort of... Okay, I have 2 options. Either there's another journal that explains a bit more of this stuff here, or the door opens for Wretch that he can see, as the ship rocks, he's able to see what is past there with that.
Yeah, sure. If you want to, Austin, I would say that with the Triumph, your morbid curiosity kicks in and you follow the group in, and it's adequately noise dampened with everything else going on.
Huh?
You come in with the door swinging, that he sees what's going on and comes in to help.
No, not in here.
Oh,
the
he
other
sees the door outside.
The door
Oh,
that's
he
been
sees what's going in there.
opening,
Oh, yeah.
He
Okay,
gets
sure.
a peek of what's
Yeah.
beyond that.
Sure. Within that door, as the door's swinging and shutting, you see something that looks a lot like the thing that attacked you and ripped apart your guys' ship a bit down the river. Except it is horribly mutated and sitting in a bed of bones.
So it's empty.
Down the river.
When
Yeah, it
you
was
guys
a
went
shark
down
monster.
the river, there was 2 of these, and one ripped you through the ship and attacked you in the water.
Oh,
It was a
the-
sharktopus.
Yeah, the sharktopuses. Got it.
Yeah.
Sharktopuses.
Yeah, when we were traveling down the river to get to Leanne and Shay, there was a shark with tentacles that attacked our boat.
But it's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Are you asking what I'll do next, or was that just the benefits of Emery's triumph?
The benefits of Emery's triumph. But now, yes, I would like to know what you guys are doing.
Okay. Well, I'll try and head in there.
What?
Head into where the sharktopus is.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me initiative using stealth.
Even I'm not doubting you. I'm just letting you know. Even though I have a talent that says, where is it? Constant
Vigilance all the time.
Yeah, always use vigilance for initiative.
Then in that case, you can use vigilance because of your
Okay.
talent.
Yeah.
But seeing as one of those checks was failed earlier and it was perked up, so open coming through the door is going to immediately start the initiative.
Do you have room to carry those, Ilya?
Just barely, yeah.
Okay, because I was full up, so. I mean,
4 and 1.
Okay. I'm going to update you in here as 4 and 1. I'm going to keep everyone else where they were in the initiative order. And then I'm going to roll for this thing. Stealth of 2. Okay.
At least Mr. Bowling Ball is going to take the
Yeah.
brunt of the attack,
Roll
hopefully.
5.
glad
So
we
I
came.
can't actually see anything. It's too dark in the roll 20.
That's for
Yep.
realism.
That's where that comes in. So as you open up the door, you feel two tentacles whoosh, whoosh, towards you. I need you to roll me a melee defense check.
Okay. He beat up my initiative?
He got a 5.
Damn.
Oh,
Yep.
Alright. 3 and 1.
Ah, for fuck's sakes. Okay. And as the tentacles move, shoot towards you, you're able to take the door and shut the door as they hit the door, and they rip the door off of its hinges and splinter it into 1,000 pieces as you walk into the space. It is now your initiative.
Okay.
Looking at this thing for the first time, I need you to give me a discipline check as it is terrifying.
I fear nothing! Ba-bum. I feel like I had something about confidence. Decrease the difficulty of fear checks by 1. Does that apply?
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah! So decrease whatever it is by 1.
Yep. Just did. 1 and 1 then.
Alright. 3 and 3.
Alright. You are undaunted.
How far away is it from me? Because you said I can kind of...
It is between 5 and 10 feet in front of you.
Okay, so I can get to it in a move.
Yep.
I walk up to it and place my hands on it and try and cast Cure Malady.
Okay.
Four and 3.
It's not enough.
Even if I transfer 2 over to make it 6 and 1?
That would be exactly enough.
Alright,
I rolled
I'll do that.
5.
So that's a lot of threat to be standing next to a
5
giant.
failure and 3 threats. So, with the uncanceled threat that you have left over, you take 2 more strain. But you purge the contamination out of this thing. As you guys see a beacon of light flash out from him as he reaches out to this thing, and there's a squelching as this thing almost does the classic electrified skeleton thing as he reaches out towards it, and the contamination bleeds out of it and into the skeletons all over the floor, the bone pile, as it bursts out of him.
you good in there, buddy?
Possibly.
I am going to get rid of all of its mutated abilities, and it just took half of its health pool. And it's staggered. Okay. As that happens, Ilya, you say exactly that, and it is your initiative.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on from this vantage point, so... A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4? I think that's as close as I can get.
Okay. Running forth, you see the flashes of light coming from the space, but it darkens just as you're about to get there.
What's going on there, Rich?
Medicine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As long as you're having fun in there.
Yeah, we're good. I'm gonna leave as soon as possible. Just need to not get murdered on the way out the door.
Great, staggered.
Yeah, it's staggered. It can't perform an action on this turn. But you don't
Can you see
know
anything
that.
in there? I mean, I don't know that, but you know, as a character, as a player, I'm suddenly less worried.
Yeah.
It's me we're talking about. You don't have to be worried. You said it's Emery's turn, right?
So Ilya ran out. If that's all he's going to do, then it's Emery and then Bolt.
Yep, just make sure it wasn't me.
Did you have anything else? Not sure if that was both reactions.
All I can do is get that much closer.
Okay. What are you guys going to do, broad strokes?
Having cured this thing, I was just going to leave it alone. So if the party knows that I don't intend to actually kill it, I just wanted to help and then leave it.
Okay. I feel like Emery, her instinct would still be to go into that room, right, if she heard the commotion.
Okay,
So-
so rushing forward, you can see him there, and this thing that just got, like, knocked back and onto the pile of bones from this weirdly concussive, rapid healing that changed its anatomy.
Helping!
Oh. Wow.
Either helping or making it evolve.
There is like a 12 to 16 foot shark with tentacles and forearms and legs sitting on a pile of bloody bones.
Not sure how I can just continue to be surprised every single time.
Oh, that actually reminds me. Give me a discipline check.
Who?
You.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. 3 advantage.
You are terrified of this thing and cannot approach it any further.
Okay, well, yeah. She goes, shit. My god.
It's just such like a violent reaction.
Such a violent reaction to a 12-foot tall tentacled shark.
Bull, broad strokes, what are you doing?
I do both things and rush through the door.
Oh god. Okay, is that your full turn?
Yes.
Okay. This thing is staggered. Back to Wretch. What are you doing?
I was gonna leave, so I'm gonna continue to do that as a black blur goes past me.
Do
and
you-
I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Not my problem, and I just keep going.
Okay.
Did you ever vocalize not wanting to kill it?
I thought I did in character when people were asking me, where I was like, "Well, I'm gonna leave." Like,
Yeah, Ilya asked you what was going on.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he goes,
so,
we're leaving.
I don't know if Bull heard that, but like someone in this party knows I am trying to leave after having helped.
Yeah.
Try to be good.
So what
Yeah,
I'll
you're
say is that for the sake of time, with this thing being staggered back and being an aquatic creature that's got a hole in the ship that it's using to get to the spot, it is not going to immediately chase you guys down as you run out of the ship. You guys run up the stairs from this space into the ore space and head out of the hole in the side of the ship. With the box still sealed, the Dark Crest doesn't pursue you, so therefore, Bull, you're going to get your strain thresholds renewed, and you're no longer afflicted with the decreased difficulties. Since the Dark Crest is still alive, the other birds are still too afraid to approach the ship, and you are able to skirt along the shore to get away from them and head back towards the town. Where do you guys go with your prized specimens and your newfound loot, etc.?
Was it
It's still.
Shadow
It's like
Cloud?
noon.
It was Shadowcore we wanted to go to, right?
Chetel Corp, yes.
I want to go wherever I can turn these rocks into money.
Petrogovich Bank.
You could.
Or I will just use them as money.
You can also
You
take
could
it.
beat somebody over the head with them to rob them, and get their money.
You could also take them to Agatas.
Well, we don't know if we need all those, right? You just assume that the big one is the one that we need, but what about the little ones? We don't know.
So you guys are gonna head to Chetelcorp?
Yeah.
Okay. As you head to Chetelcorp, you are met by the same orc and gnoll combo that has or heralded. Heralded? No, has stopped you in the past, and they quickly get a hold of Sponge and bring you guys back to her. She goes, "I'm so excited. What have you found? Oh, your suits don't look like they held up too well. I certainly hope you're okay."
Oh, we're fine.
Good.
I was attacked by the darkness itself, but it was fine.
They kept trying to take my soul.
What?
It's
Yeah. Turns out that the deaths that were in that ship were so horrific that it left a scar on the world, and one of those scars attacked us. And a bird tried to eat Bull's soul.
It was a long morning.
No.
We have those where I'm from.
I feel like I need to reimburse you guys for your efforts, but thank you so much for going out and investigating the ship. Did you guys bring anything back?
Yeah. Would you mind, Ilya, grabbing what you found? And we also... Well, here's a journal. He's got the samples there. And then... Okay, so the journal says something interesting that Bull found out and connected some dots.
Somehow.
Bonvioni was like kind of brushing the bottom of the lake, picking up stones and gems. They think he was like eating them, I guess. I don't know, but they found some gems in his mouth, or her, whatever. And well, they found the ones that, well, Bull, he's got some, but this one is the one that I think is more important. And I kind of like opened the very broken lead box and kind of, does this look like anything to you?
She looks at him for a moment and she goes tight-lipped for a moment, and she goes, "I'll have to take a moment to bring in some of our specialists on this. Let me just set that aside for now, and if there's something else that you wanted to show me, I can go and get our specialists in a moment. What else do you have? Journals?"
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the samples here.
Oh, thank God.
I take them out of my bag.
She carefully holds them. Oh, this will be perfect. We can get finally ahead of this. Maybe try to figure out some sort of vaccine for the black spot. This will get us very far. And with the handing of the with the samples, you guys get second here. 20 gratitude with Chetelcorp.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say experience, and I was excited.
Um,
I don't care about gratitude.
the
Gratitude means nothing to me.
the do you proffer the mirror dust as well, or do you keep it?
I'm not sure if that has any relevance. I guess I would, my character would think about that. Like, is there any reason why we would think it would?
It was amongst the samples.
Yeah, I'll show it to her and be like, I'm not really sure. I was just wondering if I would know if it had any relevance, but...
So mirrors are interesting because mirrors, there's always a sense of emendaja with them, like someone's always watching from the other side, which plays weird roles in what experiments have been ran on them. So whether or not this was a implement, or if this was some sort of sample pulled from Banvenot, oh man, I was saying it right
You
the
were
whole
saying,
time.
yeah, I couldn't do it.
Beovenot,
The big whale thing.
yes. You're not, you won't know unless, you get more information. Actually, the journal would tell you that it was a sample taken from the Cicinido in the water.
The Mirdex
protector of
was?
the yes, it was.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I would turn that over and I would.
Okay. So she is. You can either get 5 more gratitude, or you can get 2 precious alchemy ingredients, or 20 precious crafting ingredients, or supplies, which are roughly equivalent. It's just alchemy or crafting for those, or gratitude.
We need gratitude. Does anyone disagree?
No, we don't have a lot of friends.
We could use some.
And then we can become the Baleful 5, maybe.
Nice.
Sponge takes back the other sample and converses with some folks, and comes back. And she says, "It appears that the material that you found is commonly called grayscale. But it's no ordinary grayscale. For one, that's not something any of you have ever heard of.
Okay.
It's that rare." He goes, This is a precursor to grayscale. It's not yet fully charged, as it is a mineral that comes from a different mineral known as osmium. It appears that this osmium has been partially enchanted, or even tainted of sorts. She seems hesitant to go too much further at this moment. But the curiosity from herself and a little bit of her trust kind of pokes in a little bit. And she goes, "Thing is that we do need to figure out this flat spot. But this information I'm going to tell you is a little, how do we say it? Protected. Not to be repeated when you outside of here. The osmium that we source is from a very particular place. And almost all of it is procured upon the request and sold to Mastercraft Tectonics. It is a highly volatile, enchantable material.
Oh, okay.
You guys do have enough gratitude that you could spend some gratitude on trying to get extra information about the source of their osmium, or you could let that rest. but essentially you guys have learned that Mastercraft Tectonics is probably someone that you can pursue to try to figure out where this stuff has come from.
Mm-hmm. It looked like a gemstone, not like an uncut gem, right? Like,
yeah, they did. They look cut.
okay.
And with Bull's comment and your guys' intelligence, what you can deduce is that Mastercraft Tectonics probably put that stuff in the tarn for whatever reason. You don't know. You haven't done any investigation on that part yet.
Sure.
But there's a chance that it might have led towards what was going on with Bonveon.
Right. Man. Feel like we're like doing a whole like eco thing now. We're like, oh, so this company's dumping some nasty waste in the water, causing big problems, huh? Is this a Superfund site?
Mm-hmm. Also, poor Dustin. It's like, I want to go up in the mountains and do my thing. We're like, we'll do Wretch's thing real quick. It'll be real quick. Ah, shit.
Well, I mean, it only took us like a half a day.
Yeah.
It didn't take very much time at all, but now we're embroiled in some potential far-reaching consequences. But that doesn't happen to us, so...
Just...
That was more of my point, is that it's not like over. It's not like, well, sounds like you have it handled, and just leave.
Right.
So at this point, I would say that you guys have you figured out the leeward the title leader information. You have some information that is going to help progress some research on the black spot. And you have some more information about how to pursue not just how to cure it, but potentially where it came from, as well as potentially some information about what caused Cinder's sickness. Right? Because there was a baby that impregnated Bonveona, is what was basically what you guys heard, right? So, from Leanne and Shay. So, a lot to go off of with there, but let's operate under the understanding that you guys are going to put a pause on this, let the research go, start timing itself, think about what you want to do about the Shuttle Corp stuff, but head up towards Akatas next. And next time, we'll have a guest. Eli will be sitting in with us, and he will be playing alongside as potentially some sidekick or another. So we will pick up next time with you guys finishing up here and starting your trek towards Akatas.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. And that will be 2 weeks from now, being the...
No, it'll be 1 week.
Sorry, 1 week from now. Wow, cheesy time is... Yeah, because
Right.
we sandwich things. Funny.
Yeah,
Wait, is it?
yeah.
But no, I thought it was
No,
2
it's
weeks.
not.
No,
Next
it's
week.
2
2
weeks.
weeks, I was
Sorry.
right.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
one
I was
was
like,
1 week
this was the
prior.
one that was-
So this is 1 week... Yeah, so we're good. We're back on our
Sorry.
normal cycle.
This isn't a
You
week
just made me
where-
panic. I'm like, it's this weekend, or?
Yeah, I was like...
No, sorry.
What the hell?
Sorry, thinking about... Yeah.
Funny.
Okay.
You doubled down, too. I was like, really? And you're like, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all good. All right, you guys have yourselves a great night. Great job with the